Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the show that's on in the afternoon. Yeah. This is my favorite medal to get.
Isn't that awesome?
A medal that I don't have to even run for. We are talking with Carole Sullivan and Pastor Jeff Gatlin here today.
Very nice.
We're going to talk about the Run for Peace.
Yeah.
I like it.
It's a celebrated run in town, and we like this one.
It is. Yeah, man. So we're going to we'll tell you how you can sign up, talk about everything.
Yeah.
We'll talk about literally everything. It's going to be a 7-hour show today.
Can't wait. Big anniversary on this run. Yes, big.
Carole's like, I didn't sign up for a 7-hour show. Can we not make it 7 hours? We can cover everything we need to in about 45 minutes, probably. And then, of course, we've got your events, your horoscopes, and all that good stuff here today. It's going to be a fun show. And let's dive right in by telling you about our friends at Bozard Ford Lincoln.
Oh.
They're celebrating 75 years in St. Augustine in Northeast Florida. They are here for you and your family, no matter what your family needs as far as vehicles are concerned. They've got it down there for you at Bozard Ford Lincoln. And you will experience an extensive selection of new and pre-owned vehicles, quick and quality servicing, and their amazing parts and accessories shop to really soup up anything you buy down there at Bozard Ford.
Bro, that Bozard build new thing they're doing, that's going to be amazing.
I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah.
You can also grab a signature burger out there at Ford's Garage while you are hanging out. They offer services from home delivery to company fleet servicing, and they're expanding on that company fleet servicing, which is pretty cool. Really, to do it for just about anybody.
Right, true.
It sounds like from what we heard from Letty the other day. At Bozard Ford Lincoln, your family is their family, and they are driven to inspire. Also, our friends at the Bailey Group, of course. No matter where you want to go, they're going to help you get there together as a team. Their first priority is helping you take care of yourself and your family. They want to learn more about your personal situation, identify your dreams and goals, and understand your risk tolerance. Not in a creepy way, just so they can build you the perfect plan for you.
True.
Long-term relationships that encourage open and honest communication. That's been the cornerstone of their foundation of success. Give them a call today, set up an appointment, and let them do just that for you. 904-461-1800. And then, of course, our friends at Elace Med Spa. If you're looking for a relaxing and rejuvenating experience, you can look no further than Elace Med Spa, formerly Amara Med Spa. At Elace, they specialize in providing clients with a range of luxurious spa treatments and advanced medical aesthetic procedures. Whether you're looking to unwind with a hydrofacial, it is very relaxing, or enhance your natural beauty with dermal fillers, laser treatments, Botox, contouring, and a whole lot more, they can take care of it. Their expert staff will work with you to develop a personalized treatment plan tailored to your unique needs and goals. Check out that membership that they're offering.
So good. Yeah, do that membership. It's awesome. It's like an HSA program. It's very nice.
Very easy. Elace.com.
Fix your face, that's that place.
Nope.
Still not there. We'll get there.
We'll get there.
We'll get there.
I believe in it.
All right. Carole Sullivan and Pastor Jeff Gatlin.
Hey!
We're talking Run for Peace today. How y'all doing this afternoon?
Good. Thanks for having us today.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Thank you for being here. Pastor Jeff?
So far, so good.
Okay.
A little issue with the chair. We're going to be real here.
Okay.
The giraffe was in it before, so we fixed it.
I asked the guy to warm it up for me this morning, so it'd be ready this afternoon.
There
but
you
it was
go.
still at his knee height with just about my waist.
Yeah. Well, we're talking Run for Peace today.
Yeah, man.
This is exciting. So how did the Run for Peace start? Where did we begin with this?
Well, this year is our 10th anniversary.
Wow.
So it's on April 6th, and it's going to be a fun community event beginning at 8 o'clock in the morning. We begin the race at the St. Augustine Pier.
Beautiful.
And kind of runs through a little beachy neighborhood, which
I
is
know, it's a
beautiful.
scenic one, right?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
really beautiful.
So how many races have you done with Run for Peace?
This is our 10th.
I mean, you personally.
Me personally, well, before I worked at Betty Griffin, I actually ran the first one.
Cool.
And then last year, I was helping manage the race.
I
So,
love that.
yeah.
Okay.
It's-
Nice.
The route has changed quite a bit. It's not as scenic as it used to be.
Really?
You have not lived until you have rode in a little side by side with Sheriff Hardwick back when he was the beach police chief.
Makes me nervous.
And you're getting cussed out by people because they can't make it. The ladies can't make it to their workout session at the YMCA in the morning.
Right.
So we had to cut it shorter and not go down Pope Road.
Got it.
So I would just ride with him and we would just smile and nod.
You're smiling.
Right.
Okay.
Sorry. Yeah.
So obviously the race has evolved, Carole.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And I remember running down that Pope Road.
Yes.
Cool.
So Betty Griffin Center, obviously, this is a fundraiser for Betty Griffin Center, correct?
Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. More than 12 million people are affected by intimate partner violence in a year.
Yeah.
And so when you hear that we're doing fundraising, we do have grants that cover some of the things that we do. I'm a community educator, so I'm speaking at local schools and businesses talking about healthy relationships, what students should expect from a relationship, and a lot of the red flags with power and control, because domestic violence always boils down to power and control. But what we don't often think about is if there's a home where there's domestic violence, then there are coworkers that are affected by that, because you have a coworker friend who's walking through that and dealing with that. And domestic violence leads to nearly 8 million lost days of paid work each year.
Oh,
And so
wow.
those are people who are in abusive situations that can't go to work because they're dealing with some of the most traumatic things you could walk through in an intimate relationship. And now their coworkers are affected by that. And if they have children, obviously their children are affected by that. And so we want to paint the broad picture of it. Yes, we want to help survivors of domestic violence. We always refer to them as survivors because that's what they are. We want to empower them to put the pieces back together. And this race is just another example of how our community can get involved in what we do. People ask all the time, hey, what can we do? Well, just come run or come volunteer at the run.
Yeah.
Pass out medals at the end, pass out waters at the end. Whatever it may be, we need help setting up tables and passing out flyers and getting the word out about what the Betty Griffin Center does and who we are.
Well, you just had an extraordinary February and in and out of schools, right? You were
Absolutely.
educating the youth. Can you talk a little bit about that program?
So as a community educator, I like in the perfect world to go into the Hope Classroom, which is 9th grade students, and it's a class that they are required to take to graduate high school. And so several of our local high schools invite me into their class, and I do 5 sessions with them, and we just talk about the different things that are abusive. A lot of the things that we see, we laugh off and we don't think that's a big deal, but it's actually power and control. It's one person trying to overpower that other person to control them. And so in February alone, I did over 70 presentations at high schools and different, because when I'm there for the whole day. And this teacher finds out I'm there, so then I'm there for another day. And we just kind of roll through it. And a lot of the high schools are very open and allow me to come in there and share with the students. And
Well, it's important, and it's something that the high schools themselves are not necessarily equipped to teach. I mean, they need
Absolutely.
a specialist.
it's in the
talking
Hope
about these
textbook,
things.
and it is one paragraph.
Really?
And I totally
That's
get it. Like, there's a lot. I mean, think of the millions of things we want teenagers to know when they graduate high school.
Right, yeah.
That's one of them, but it's one of millions. And so, and a lot of the Hope teachers, they're not equipped to share it the way I am, because I've been working in this field for 16 years. And I've got stories to back up what we're going through. I've got illustrations. We play games. It has to be fun.
How do you understand what they're talking? Like the language of kids these days is very different. Like how do you really meet them where they're at?
I don't.
Oh. I love it. You're like no cap, man.
Just
I do the
Straight
best
up
I
English.
can. I do the best I can. I bring as much Riz as I can.
wow. Okay, Riz. All right. I don't know what that means, but okay.
Not like a very it's very
They
good.
took the word charisma and
Yeah.
took the word Riz out of the middle.
Riz. Okay.
And so we just get rid of the cha and the ma, and we just call it Riz.
See,
And
you
so,
know. That's
yeah. So I do the best I can. I do have a 23 and 20-year-old daughter.
Okay, good.
And then
Okay.
I have a 10-year-old daughter who will lean in. Bray likes to watch the morning show. She makes it to about the question of the day. And usually if there's an answer to the question of the day, is coming from her, not from me. So
Okay.
she's riding shotgun over there typing, and so
Hopefully she wasn't watching too long this morning.
she did not make it through.
All right,
yeah,
good.
yeah.
Safeway.
She
So-
does. She's the one that we always think about.
Yeah.
Yeah, she really is. She really. Every time you see me hesitate before a crazy story,
Yes.
I'm like, oh, that poor
Yeah,
child.
well, I know when I see that coming, if she's still in the car, hey, let's listen to the radio for a few minutes. We love Mr. Pete and Davey and Troy,
I
but
try to give you some buffer time there. I really, really do.
yeah.
So, Carole, how can a business help support this event?
Well, currently we have a sponsor program and an ambassador program. And our ambassadors actually not only sponsor our race, but all our events throughout the year. That's a new program we started this year, and it's basically become an ambassador. We have different levels beginning at $500.
That's easy.
But it just brings, it's giving the business brand awareness. It helps with their employees, like retention, because employees feel good about helping out. So I think it just puts the business in a positive light, and then
I
you're
think
just
financially,
supporting
too.
a community. Yeah.
And fiscal year starting, you know what I mean?
Marketing.
Like they sign up and then they're going to have the whole experience for the whole year. I think that's a great idea.
Yeah.
Cool concept.
And then we also have our sponsorship, which is our Friends of the 5K. So for smaller business, and those begin at 250.
Nice.
So we're still looking for sponsors. If anybody wants to be part of that, they can just contact me, and I can give them the information. But it is really a great opportunity for businesses to align with the local charity and just be part of the community.
Love that.
Totally.
Another fun thing that sub businesses do is they put together a team.
Yeah.
And so they roll in and
yeah.
they've got 15 people.
That's
and,
fun.
And so they're supporting us. They're supporting our event, and they're raising awareness for their business by running in one of our shirts, and maybe they've got some kind of hat on or some kind of something that draws attention
Right.
to the business.
That's smart.
Several local businesses have put together teams and come and competed. So it's just, that makes it fun too.
Because you can
Yeah,
just
we
get
have-
in front of a bunch of people.
Yeah, 10 to 15 people joining up as runners is a huge support, and it's a
awesome.
win-win for the business and for us.
Speaking of shirts, Miss Carole, you guys have the famous shirt for this race. Can you talk a little bit about what the shirt's going to look like this year?
So we're really excited about the shirt this year. Being 10 years, we went full out, all color. So if you hold up the medal, you can see that's exactly what the shirt will look like
Oh, fun.
on the front.
That peace sign is everything.
Yeah. So, every year our shirts, we usually use the same color as the shirt. But this year being 10, we thought we should go all out. So it's exciting.
What's the color of the shirt?
It's like an oatmeal
Cool.
cream color, so it's not a white
With
shirt.
this burst of
with
this
that burst.
Full
It-
color here. That's
yeah.
fun.
And they're getting printed as we speak. So
Very nice.
Cool.
we're excited. Yeah.
And what about volunteers? You guys need volunteers, definitely, right?
We sure do. We need volunteers coming early to set up. We need volunteers along the race to just cheer on.
We have
help
water
pack up.
stations
We have-
where people
yeah,
pass
we
out
have
water.
stations, so we can post the link.
Sure. no
But
problem.
we do have volunteers, and you can go on the website runforpeace5k.org as well, and there's a link to register as volunteer.
What do you
Great.
have any kind of time restrictions for volunteers? Like, do they play some? They work some? Like, what does that look like?
So we have volunteers that come early and help set up,
Okay.
and then they actually run the race.
Oh, okay.
Cool.
So you could do that, and some people will run and then actually help afterwards. So it's flexible. You can just sign up the time that you want to help and just
Fantastic.
come on down and help.
Cool.
Unless your name's
you'll get
Pastor
a
Jeff,
nice-
and then you're there in the morning. You
Yeah.
work the race, and then you're there in the
And
afternoon.
you're
I
there
didn't
the
know there
whole
were all these
time.
opportunities. I don't get that email. I don't
No,
understand.
you're not on that email. You're there
Of
from
course
the
I'm
beginning.
not.
That's right. That's
But the
right.
volunteers also get a shirt. So I'm wearing the volunteer shirt.
Oh,
So
okay.
they get the yellow
Great.
shirt. And it on the back it says I help run the race.
Do you have anything?
I like that.
Any cool perks, like any kind of like photo booth or any kind of experience going on?
So we're gonna to celebrate our 10 years. We're doing post race activities, and one of the activities is a 360 photo booth.
Nice.
So we thought that would be kind of cool. People can come wear their groovy clothes or their running shirt and their medals, and have a little photo op, and then they can share and post the pictures of the race.
Yeah, that's
Great.
It'll be
360.
fun.
Nice.
You can tell all the places that I've sweat during that run. So
Yeah. All the way
I'm
around.
gonna take a quick shower before you 360 me.
Please don't bring your pictures in, Jeff. We appreciate it. Pastor, how can people support Betty Griffin House in other ways? I love the thrift store.
Yeah.
Great
Absolutely.
finds in the thrift store, and all that money goes to Betty Griffin
The
Center.
thrift store is huge. You have a couch that you still love sitting on, but you bought a new couch. You can donate it to us. You can call and we can have it picked up. Anything that's sold in the thrift store raises money. We have our social media, and if you go to Betty Griffin Center on Facebook, we have drives almost every other week. Sometimes we've had diaper drives. Sometimes we get an influx of young moms, and they walk through the door with the clothes that they have on and a diaper bag, but they don't have boxes and boxes of diapers. And so we want to help them have an opportunity to be able to take care of the needs of their children. So we do diaper drives. We do food drives. Sometimes it's a canned food drive, different things like that. There are just different drives that are going on almost all the time where we can get the public involved. And listen, living in St. Johns County, it doesn't get any better.
Right.
Because you send the email out, and if you need 500 or something, someone's going to call and go, I've got 300, you got to find the other 200. And someone else is going to go, I've got 300, you got to find the other 200. And you're almost looking at the guy going, hey, you can take the post down now.
Right.
We probably should have raised the number or lowered the number because we're covered. Because it's just people it tells you that people believe in what we do.
Well,
But it also tells you that our community, they want to love on people.
yeah, true.
Yeah.
How important do you think Betty Griffin Center is to St. Johns County?
I think it's very important because so many times things go on and we talk about mental health crisis and we talk about different issues that are going on, and we can almost always trail it back to some form of violence. And so it could be witnessed domestic violence. It could be experienced domestic violence, and anywhere in between. And so, and people automatically think of, we do have a 24-hour hotline. I want to plug that. So it's 904-824-1555. That's 24 hours. You can get information about all our services. A trained advocate answers that phone. It's not, it's not an operator that says, I'll get you somebody. It's someone that answers the phone that's doing the work. But, so there are so many different things that are affected by it in different ways. And we want to be able to cover the gamut of what's going on.
Yeah.
And what
totally.
people are struggling with, because there are children that grew up in that home.
And that's all they know.
Right.
Right,
And so
is abuse.
you call our hotline and those things become normalized. Yeah. You call our hotline. We also have therapists for children. We have children's therapists. And let me tell you, I share an office with the children's therapists, and I rarely see them. Their door is constantly shut. They are in session all day long, especially afternoons, because once they get out of school, because we want to help those children be survivors as well. It is true that the best thing we can do for that family is help the non-abusive adult, whether it's mom or dad or whoever it may be. We want to help them heal and become whole, but the children are part of that journey too, and we've got to help with that too. So we have children's therapists, and we have legal advocates. We have attorney. We have an attorney that goes to court to help get injunctions and help with the different things. So we want to cover every base.
Right, because it's intimidating.
Absolutely, it is. And let's be honest, half of stalking never gets reported. We're a dual center. We also do sexual assault. We have a rape care unit right in Flagler Hospital and at St. Vincent's. And so the majority of sexual assaults don't get reported. A lot of domestic violence never gets reported. And it's because they don't know who to talk to.
Right.
But they don't know where to start. And it just starts with a phone call to our hotline.
Right.
And our advocates can say, here's the picture. Here's what we can offer. And then we let them make the decision for themselves. The last thing we want to do is tell them what they need to do.
True.
We want to empower them.
Yeah.
And so to make the best decision for their family. And they know what's best for them, not us. We don't know what's best for them. We can just offer the services and allow them to partake as they see.
Yeah. Amazing. How long have you been with Betty Griffin now?
16 years.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, they just won't get rid of me. Hint, hint, don't get rid of me.
Well, it's just great services that you all provide, and,
Right.
and going into the schools is so important, and it's just an amazing thing.
Ninth grade is not the perfect fit, but it's before they're in real serious relationships. We
Yeah.
know that most teenagers say they're in relationships around 12, but they get serious in ninth grade. And if we want to be in prevention, we want to get to them before they're in the heat of it.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Definitely. So important. Is there anything else we need to know about the Run for Peace? Remind me dates and times and all that good stuff, where people can sign up.
So you can anyone can register now at runforpeace5k.org. And then the race is on April 6th. Starts at 8 a.m. in the morning. Registration opens at 6 a.m. and packet pickup. We also have packet pickup at the thrift store on A1A from 4 to 7 on the Friday night before, so April 5th.
Okay.
You can come and get your packet. I think we're going to have some raffles out there as well. Cool. We have some cool raffles, so we'll start them at the registration, and then you'll also be able to buy raffle tickets at the day of the race. Also want to just remind everybody our race is pet friendly, and we do give medals for our little four-legged friends.
Yep, the pups get medals. I mean, their little legs are working 3 times as hard as ours.
Yeah, right. I guess so.
Yeah.
So you can bring your dog, and
Fun.
we also allow strollers. So it is a very family-friendly community event, and we would just love people to come out, whether you run or walk or just come to cheer. We would just love the community to come out and share the day with us.
So fun.
Thank
Awesome.
you.
Well, thank you all so much for coming in this afternoon.
Yeah.
We appreciate it. We
Thanks
appreciate
for all you
what
do
guys
and
are
for
doing
having
every
us.
day. Yeah,
thank
of
you.
course.
We appreciate it.
Man, yeah. Anything Betty Griffin does,
What
a
a resource in our community.
Man,
You know,
they are
I know it's
angels.
a lot of darkness that comes out, but just like the colors on the medal, there's a light at the end of the tunnel, and I think that's what this symbolizes. Is it's a race for peace, and that's really what we're all trying to shoot for: peace in the world and peace in the home. I love it. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, let's talk about finding your peace.
Okay.
Finding your peace.
Where
You
can we find peace?
on an Old Town trolley, of course. And if you're a St. Johns County resident, you are always going to tour free when you are accompanied by a full fare paid adult guest. Just take advantage of that by going to hometownpass.com and signing up for your Hometown Pass. It's easy. It takes just a couple of minutes, and you will be off to see the sights and the sounds and the experiences of our beautiful city in downtown St. Augustine. Old Town Trolley, a 90-minute tour, 22 stops, 100 points of interest. You're going to see and learn a whole lot while you're having fun at the same time. I love it that it's really not like a boring tour.
No, it's
not John just saying, and on your right is the Castillo de San Marcos. There's a hill and a castle. No, it's great. They have fun with it. You're going to laugh. You're going to enjoy your time. You really are. They're the green trains, and you're going to love them.
And for over 45 years, you're going to love All American Air. They've been serving St. Augustine and St. Johns County. They take great pride in providing quality service installations, in turn gaining a customer for life. Steve Chapman's All American Air can match any price, but no one can match their quality and service. Our friends at Steve Chapman's All American Air will take exceptional care of your home unit. When was the last time you had your home unit inspected or serviced? Give All American Air a call, 904-461-0070, and get one of those maintenance plans. Or that's the turnkey service that you need for your plane.
Yeah, definitely. Very important. And it's also very important to enjoy your time.
Yes,
Have
sir.
fun.
Mm-hmm.
And you can do that over a glass of wine or two, or for some of you, 8 out there at Bin 39. They are right there on St. George Street, right in the lobby of the St. George Inn, right there near Orange Street by one of the Old Town Trolley stops. You're going to enjoy the vibrant scenery, take in the atmosphere, enjoy time with your family, with your friends, over a nice glass of wine. And you're going to find your new favorite wine out there at Bin 39. I can guarantee that. Stop by there today. They got live music on the patio.
So good.
It's beautiful. Their expert staff is really going to guide you if you know nothing about wine, or if you do know a lot about wine. You're going to have a great time down there.
Yeah.
You really are. It's Bin 39. Give them a call today, 904-827-5740.
What did Foxy Brown say? Want to buy me a drink? Better hand me a case. Yeah.
There you go.
Get a case.
Just get a case.
That's it.
Yep. All right. We're going to catch a case of horror scopes right now.
Ooh,
yep.
Great.
Let's get rolling, Clay. Cancer, Leo, and Virgo on deck today. We'll start with Cancer. Today's the day you finally embrace being a moody crustacean. Your emotions will swing more wildly than a pendulum in an earthquake. As you ride the waves of feelings. Remember, Crying during commercials is your superpower, not your weakness. Embrace it.
Those Publix commercials every time.
Is it the Publix commercials?
Tearjerkers,
Yeah, the
yeah.
Hallmark ones, and yeah. Leo, the sun might revolve around you, but today it's doing it out of sheer spite. Shine on, you crazy diamond.
There it is.
Blinding mere mortals with your self-assured glare.
Oh.
Eesh.
Yikes.
Virgo, prepare to criticize everything and solve nothing. Your attention to detail will be about as useful as a screen door on a submarine. Ooh. All right. Put some Flex Seal on that.
Yeah, really. Well, you can put some Flex Seal on Super Sunday Improv Mixer.
Okay.
This is coming up on Sunday.
I'm going to show up there with Flex Seal.
That's it. Come on, Amy. Let's do it. This is happening at Third Space Improv with our great friend over Amy Angelilli. Let's mix it up at the Super Sunday Improv Mixer. Everyone plays. The Mixer is an opportunity for all improv students, current students, past students, improv school students, and graduates. Curious new students can also play together. This is an all-play zone of all levels of improvisers to play cooperatively together with a different mashup every month. Who knows what's going to happen? So let's mix it up. The Mixer starts at 5 p.m. Registration is $10 in advance or $15 at the door. For more information, go to Third Space Improv, which is the number 3 rdspaceinprov.com.
All right.
Ooh, you asked, they delivered. Hush Hush will now be back at Oddbirds every week with their one-of-a-kind silent disco. This is a lot of fun. This happens on Thursdays. Yeah.
I've seen this while it's happening. As an introvert, I did not participate, but it looked like fun for
You actually
people.
would like this, yeah.
I probably
Because
would.
people don't talk to you. You're just there with earphones on and listening to great music. You can vibe with people, but don't say anything. Join the dance jam out session, 10 p.m. till close, which is 2 a.m. every other Thursday in the Speakeasy. That's that hidden room at Oddbirds.
That's right.
Entry is free, but $10 headphone rental. There's live music at the front bar, late night happy hour in the Speakeasy, super fun. Hush Hush silent disco every other Thursday, starting at 10.
All right. Fun.
Yeah. Hey, Derek has got this really cool play coming up, Full-Time Small Town Hero.
Okay.
A story of a family and small towns and the timeless, ordinary madness of both. Join them on April 5th or 6th for 2 nights of a captivating tales of lots of laughs. He's hysterical. Don't miss this show. I'll put the link in comments for everybody to see. But yeah, it's Full-Time Small Town Hero. This is happening, I believe it's happening at the Waterworks, but I'll put that in comment for everybody.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
Well, that sounds fun. Derek.
Yeah. Funny
Derek's
guy.
a funny guy, man.
Funny dude.
Yeah. All right. What's not funny is looking like crap.
Yeah, true.
And feeling like crap.
You don't need it.
Nope, you don't.
Weighs you down.
It does. Panache is going to make you feel lighter. They're going to make you feel better and
Beautiful.
not like crap. Mm-hmm. The Panache difference is they're carefully chosen and highly trained staff that is always there to exceed your expectations. I love when Michelle comes in. She's always talking about new training that they're doing.
Always.
New styles, just upping their game every single day out there, Panache. And they're doing that for you so that they can make you feel more beautiful and more special than you've ever felt in your life. They're great folks down there. Love Your Mother fashion show coming up soon with Blue Water Jewelers.
Yep.
It's going to be a great event.
It'll be a great, great event. Check that out, April 27th. I'll put link in comments for everybody. Tickets are $65. You got to jump on it.
Yeah.
And jump into the United Way of St. Johns County. They need volunteers and be a champion for your community. Together, they create opportunities, foster education, and improve the lives of those in need. Look, we say it time and time again, every single day. You will be amazed at what the United Way can do for our community and what they're currently doing now. I mean, they started off, they were known as the Community Chest, raising like, what, $48,000? And now they got $3 million worth of services pumped back in our community just for you guys out there. So volunteer your time. Take a look at what they're doing. They're doing a really cool reading initiative, getting kids some funds to be able to buy books at the book fair coming up at Title I schools. I love that too. So check them out, unitedway-sjc.org.
All right, man. How do we bring this thing to a close here today?
All right, we got memes for those who are barely functioning, and they'll probably relate to this.
I will, yeah.
So this first one, even the most famous scientists have rough weeks. Charles Darwin, for example. But I'm very poorly today and very stupid and I hate everybody and everything.
Wow.
So
All
see,
right.
yeah, even he
Wow.
had bad days.
Finally, I can relate to Charles Darwin.
Darwin, right. Next up, life could be worse, Calvin. Life could be a lot better too.
Wow. Okay.
Like that,
All right.
Calvin. Thank you. Oh man, how much do you overthink, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Every time.
Every time.
Every single time.
Are you supposed to click that one? I don't know.
You really are only supposed to click 4. I figured this out. If you click 4, you're good.
1, 2, 3, 4.
See,
Okay.
I always click those and I have to do them again.
Again,
Yeah.
me too.
Yeah.
I'm glad we
Yep.
brought this up. Now it's very clear.
Yeah, the bicycles. It's like, does the tire count? Does that one piece of tread
True.
count?
Yeah. All right, next up, therapist. You said you were disappointed with life and how the world operates. What are your expectations? Me. I know, right? Mercer Mayer. This was exactly what I grew up with, and I thought life was going to be just like this. Everything. No.
Yeah.
Terrible. Next up, when you try to caffeinate yourself, but you end up increasing your heart rate while remaining exhausted.
Yeah, boy, that's a tough feeling.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, it's that
Lots
lavender
of
haze.
sweating.
Yep. Next up, this is a new word, stress-laxing. Being stressed that you're relaxing makes you even more stressed because you're not working on what's making you stressed.
That's me.
Yep.
That's me.
I believe it.
Yep.
Next up, me on the outside versus me on the inside. Yes, very interesting story there. Next up, okay, time to sleep. My brain. Top 50 mistakes you've made.
Yeah.
On repeat.
50?
Right?
Boy, you're lucky to have only 50.
Well, that's the top.
The top, well, yeah, I could make a top 7,000.
Next up, therapist, release your inner tiger in you. And then the inner tiger in me is like, meow.
Oh, so cute.
So cute. Next up, oh my God, I had a dream where I married my crush last night. Meanwhile, my dreams. We must
Shark
save the
cow.
child before the next blood moon.
That's great. All right, man. Good stuff. Thank you to Carole and Pastor Jeff for coming on in. Thank you for putting together another great show here today. And Clay for pressing all the buttons. And you guys out there for watching. Have a great rest of your day. We'll see you tomorrow.
Bye, everybody.